Can Aston Villa make a run in the Premier League to finish either first or within the top four? In today's episode of the Glory Hunter, we'll see where they end up by the time we get to around February or even maybe March. We are in the Carabao Cup still. We have a cup game against Southampton coming up relatively shortly. We are not in the Champions League. We are in the Conference League. A perfect start for us. 3 games from 3. 3 wins from 3 games. Our last game coming in a 9-2 victory over Legia Warszawa. It's going to come down to goal difference at -5 against Legia. That we gave them that -5. We hindered them a lot. We're almost scoring. We scoring 17. We could score 34 goals in the group stage if we were to double what we just did. We have Manchester City up first in our first game of the episode. And then we'll probably either play Tottenham or Arsenal. And then get into our first FA Cup game as well. Even Man United as well in the league. We have Bournemouth in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. Let's get into this Manchester City game where they are currently sitting in second. We are one of the only other teams. It might come to an end today. Arsenal, a perfect 9 for 9. We're going to try and end that today as well. Harvey Barnes is way too tired to play this game, so Noto will get the start over him. See what we can do in the Premier League. Shifting our focus to the Premier League after a bright start from AI simulation. Simmons now will lose the ball. Simmons into Musiala. It's 1-0 for Villa. We break through. We get that little bit of luck of that bounce back. Pedri. Foden. Shot. Goal. Kepa can't save him. And it's 1-1. Nanto cutting through. Nanto might get a kickoff goal here. Nanto. It is a kickoff goal. And Aston Villa back in front. Musiala wins the ball back in the midfield. Kamada now. Simmons into Bailey. Bailey into Nanto on a brace quickly. 3-1. Man City are falling apart. Simmons, that's a beautiful ball from Savage. It's Simmons to make it 4. It is 4. And it's a brace for Simmons as well. And you know what? We might be able to quick sim the second half. But we are going to go ahead and simulate through and see what this team can do. We might have to jump back in if it gets too close. Pedri gets one back. If they get a third, we'll jump back in. It's 4-2. They get the third back. We're jumping back in. It's 4-3. The momentum is with Man City now. Possession a little bit. Kamada. Simmons is through. First time finish off the crossbar. Cardenas on the second ball. Back into Simmons. His shot's wide. And we look to get a little bit closer to that Arsenal in first. A 4-3 win against City. Sees us. I think we leap over them as well, if I'm not mistaken. We should at least. And so, not Manchester City. Arsenal do go ahead and drop points, but only draws they get. They have not yet lost yet. Neither have we. We picked up a 2-2 draw against Tottenham. And then we beat West Ham. We win 2 more games in the Europa League to remain a perfect 5 for 5 so far in that competition. 1 game left. We are 4 points off Arsenal. We could give them their first L right now in December to start December off great for us. Manchester United are in 4th with Chelsea right there as well, but Man United have a game in hand. We win this game, we definitely over-jump Manchester City, who have a game in hand and only 2 points ahead of us. Let's go ahead and get into it. Our team, we get Harvey Barnes back in that starting 11. Martinez is down to 80 overall. We might have to look for a center back in January. Harvey Barnes will get to the second ball. Cut in, crossed in for Simmons. On his left foot, past Ramsdale. It's 1-0 for Villa. Vieira shut down by Diego Carlos. Still with Fabio Vieira into Camavinga, who finds Jesus and blasts in the back and then it's 1-1. Looking for the lead right before the break. Fabio Vieira crossed in now, but Tomiyasu there. And Kepa's there headed away, and we will go into the break 1-1. Into Cardenas on for Musiala. He could have the winner. He might just have scored it. It's 2-1 for Villa with 8 minutes left. Savage wins the header. Cardenas the goal scoring winner. Harvey Barnes offside, but that's game over. And Cardenas on for Musiala scores the game winner. Gives Arsenal their first loss of the season. And that's one step closer to the top of the table here with Aston Villa. Quick sim in the rest of December. I know we have Man United in Newcastle, but honestly, it's fine wherever we end up. We beat Burnley. We draw 3-3 to Southampton. Can we beat Udinese to go perfect 6 for 6? We can. It's a perfect 6 for 6 in the Conference League. We beat Everton 2-1. We beat Brentford 2-1. Manchester United, we win 3-2. That's a massive win right there. A chance to go to the semifinals of the Carabao Cup. We win on penalties 4-3. Newcastle to wrap up the year, a 0-0 draw. We should be maybe first in the league. We have Everton. We have Middlesbrough in the FA Cup. Liverpool in the Carabao Cup semifinals. We are currently sitting second in the league, 1 point behind Manchester City, still undefeated. We will go ahead and get into the FA Cup game though, beating Everton 2-1 again. Southampton, we draw 1-1. Our first leg of the Liverpool game, we win 1-0. And now Middlesbrough in the FA Cup. And I said we needed a center back, so we bring in the youngster, 21-year-old Yuxio Cuevas, comes in for 50 million release clause from Villarreal. He will replace Martinez in that starting 11. And now we have Middlesbrough in the round of 64 of the FA Cup. You know what? We are going to go ahead and simulate through it. Jump in if need be. It's a slightly rotated team. Should get the job done here, at least against Middlesbrough. Inaki Williams scores the opener 7 minutes in. It's 1-0 for Villa. It's 2-0. Cardenese makes it 2 for Villa. And Savage to make it 3 right before halftime. This should be game over. Savage with a brace quickly after the first half. And Noto makes it 5. This is turning ugly here for Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough get one back. It's Akpom makes it 5-1. It's a 5-1 win in the round of 64 of the FA Cup. We'll see who we get after the replays for the next round of 32. We now have Blackburn in the next round of the FA Cup. We will again go ahead and simulate through this time with our strongest team. We'll see what they can do against another lower level side. Musiala opens the scoring for Villa. 23 minutes in, it's 1-0. And they level it up 38 minutes. It's Leonard with the 1-1 draw now. Simmons regains the lead for Villa. It's 2-1 now. And Simmons might have just put the dagger into Blackburn. It's 3-1 now with 14 minutes left to go. I'm so confident we jump to a result. It's a 4-1 win. Musiala getting a brace as well as Simmons. And we move on to the round of 16 of the FA Cup. Quick simming past the second leg of the Carabao Cup against Liverpool. We lose 2-0. That's not a Carabao Cup final. But that's not a trophy we need to win anyway. That was one of the ones I don't care about. We have the Conference League round of 16 draw done. And let's just go through the preliminary round and see if any big teams aren't here. Atletico Madrid dropped down to here. That's going to be massive. That might be a dagger for us. Real Betis get knocked out to Salzburg. We have Rosenborg BK. Atletico Madrid versus Lazio. That's actually big and that's massive. That's good for us. One of those two loses, we have a better chance of winning this whole thing. Galatasaray, Feyenoord, Strasbourg, Hearts, Dinamo Zagreb. It should be easy for us. We have Brighton up next in the FA Cup though. And I think we play that to end the episode off. And the next episode, beginning the Conference League, seeing how far we make it. Obviously, Premier League as well. We're second in the league. We're only one goal behind beating in first against Manchester City, in which we play them next episode as well. Where is Brighton at as far as... oh, they're in the Championship. Oh. We're going to simulate through this game as well and jump in if need be just to end the episode off. Simmons opens the scoring. It's 1-0 after 8 minutes. Simmons with a brace. It's 2-0. And Simmons with a first half hat-trick. It's 3-0. Simmons is on fire. It's 4 in the first half. It's 4 for Villa. It's 4 for Simmons. Harvey Barnes to make it 5. Musiala makes it 6-0 here for Aston Villa. Now I'm just going to put out the misery. We quick sim. We win 6-1. We're into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup where Man City beat Chelsea 3-1. And when we come back next episode, we have the round of 16 of the Conference League. And obviously, we'll go through. We'll probably end up getting close to the end of the season next episode. As far as the Premier League, we currently sit second. Again, only one goal. Well, I guess technically 2 goals behind Man City. We have them next episode as well. And then FA Cup action, we have Arsenal in the quarterfinals with Manchester United playing Spurs. That's also big for us if we were to beat Arsenal. We could possibly get Forest Green or Sun United in the semifinals. And then a trip to Wembley against City. Obviously, we'll end up seeing what happens there. I will see y'all next episode. Go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.